Hi everyone, and welcome to Power of Parks, where we share inspiring stories from people who have benefited from nature, parks, and recreation. My guest today is Ed McClure. He's a volunteer at Okeeheelee Nature Center who worked 30 years in the corporate world, and after searching for a productive and exciting way to spend his retired life, found a new passion at the Nature Center, greeting and feeding animals, cleaning their areas, and working on special projects like the butterfly garden. Welcome, Ed.
Hi, thank you, Bibi. Glad to be here.
So, how did you get involved in volunteering at Okeeheelee Nature Center?
Probably early June last year, I was picking up my mail, kind of a innocent enough task for the day, and I ran into a friend of mine. And I just told her I was feeling kind of down in the dumps. I haven't been doing too much since I moved down here, just feeling a little empty. She had mentioned that her husband, Roger, volunteers at the Okeeheelee Nature Center. And she said, you might like it, give Roger a call and he'll tell you what he does. So I spoke to Roger and he explained to me what he was doing. And it sounded interesting enough that it got my attention, and I put in an application to volunteer here. So that's sort of where it started. I had no idea what I was getting into, really, with animals. I've never owned much as a dog, but all of a sudden I'm outdoor animal care specialist at Okeeheelee Nature Center.
And where did you move from?
I grew up in Boston. I worked 30 years at Verizon as a project manager. So I worked in the city, I lived in the city, subway, I hardly drove a car. So the whole Florida experiment here has been eye-opening for me.
Yeah, especially you said you were feeling down in the dumps since you moved down here. What do you mean? Why was that?
Yeah, my wife is working and she's going to work every day and I'm retired. So it was just, lonely down in the dumps. I don't know, there was something missing, I was golfing when I first came down. I really didn't care for that so much, I ran a lot. I was doing a lot of running. I run marathons.
Oh.
I said, you can only run so much. You only can go to the gym so much. Mm-hmm. I need a little more in my life. Mm-hmm. So I just knew I was missing something. Okay. And this has filled a huge void in my life. Good. Just coming out here. It started one day a week. Mm-hmm. Now it's 4, 5. I feel bad if I don't come in, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss the animals. I miss the people that work here.
So you had no experience working with animals. How did you feel when you started volunteering?
It was a learning curve right off the bat. It's like, I didn't know if we have deer in the compounds, if they'd bite me. I don't know. The tortoise is dangerous. I really, I was that far away from, reality. But the gentleman I broke in with, Jeff had been doing it for about 25 years, I believe. He is recently retired, but he broke me in. He showed me the ropes a little bit and put me at ease. And literally within 2 weeks, I was out there by myself, feeding animals and, petting them, loving them,
So it sounds like you came a long way. Can you walk me through what you do as a volunteer?
I come in, 9 o'clock, 8:45. And I usually check in with the naturalists that work here to see if they have any programs for the day, which usually consist of grade school children coming in, exploring the park, seeing the animals. But on occasion, it's senior groups. I've seen recovery center groups out here. Mm-hmm. So it's a variety of people. But I usually check to see what's going on, if they need me to do anything out in the field, say, to get ready for the groups that come by, the programs, feeding the deer, make sure the deer are visible when they come by. There's an overlook, so, I come by at a certain time, I take care of the deer. But, amongst other things, I'll come in. If there's kind of a slow day, no program, I'll clean the trails. I'll take the truck, I'll drive around the trails out here, just kind of be an ambassador to the park, say hello to people, how you doing? Did you see the deer today? Did you see the tortoise over there? They come out at a certain time. And, even the people, the bird people, they call them, come in here, try to be respectful for them. They're trying to find a perfect picture of a bunting, which I never knew what a bunting was until I got here. Yeah, a little bird, and they set up their cameras all over the place. Mm-hmm. So just be respectful of them, quiet. Mm-hmm. Don't disturb the area. And, I think that's the whole idea of the Nature Center. Just leave it as you come in, Mm-hmm.
Do you have any special projects you're working on?
My official title, I guess, is outdoor animal care. Mm-hmm. But it has evolved into all kinds of special projects. The butterfly garden, I want to take almost ownership of that. No one here kind of has taken ownership of it, but do more weeding there, do more mulching there, plant a little more, fill it up a little bit, because it's beautiful, and the butterflies are flying around there. I'm like, wow. I didn't grow up with butterflies. I saw a hummingbird about a month ago, and it was like my eyes lit
I
up.
haven't seen a hummingbird here. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. I was mulching in the garden, and I just happened to look up, and there was a hummingbird.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. It
It's
really
like
was.
The things you see out here just from being here is a whole new experience.
It is. I saw a coyote one day. I was in the truck, and I started falling a little bit, and it would stop, turn around, look at me, run further out. And, they're here. It's nature.
Yeah.
Someone, I guess there's a bobcat. People have seen bobcats in here. And the same thing with them. They really don't bother people.
So what would you say is your favorite part of volunteering?
There's two things, if it's okay to have two. The people here are just wonderful. They embrace me. They thank me every day I'm here. So I feel like I'm valued. They don't take it for granted, and they tell me that. And as far as my day-to-day routine, it's the deer. The deer, something about the deer, I just love them. They come up to me, now I'll put their food down, and some of them will come out and they'll give me a kiss or a lick. And I let them smell me. Yeah. So the first thing I do, I'll put my hand there and let them smell me. And if I have food, I'll hand feed them. But today, the first time, I was brushing out one of the deer. It's an older deer. Chloe is the deer's name. Chloe. And Chloe has arthritis. We feed her medication when we go in every day. But I just brought a brush in with me today, and when she was close to me, I just started brushing, and she loved it. Yeah. And I said, this is so cool. And she looked so clean afterwards. All her matted fur was back down, and it looked nice again. Yeah. So the deer just are special to me right now, maybe because they don't threaten me. Like I say,
they don't have the big, powerful.
No, like the great horned owl with the
they're
giant
animals.
Yeah, they get a little kind of jacked up sometimes, the owls, but the deer are just always so mellow.
Yeah, they're like your spirit animal.
They are. I swear to God, it is. That's a perfect way to do it. I know that Native Americans love deer, and because of that, the spirits. It's my spirit animal in here for sure.
Well, it sounds like Okeeheelee is really lucky to have you, but how have you benefited from volunteering here?
It has it's lit me up again. It's hard to explain because it just gives me purpose in life now almost. Again, a strange thing. It's not about the money, obviously. I just do it because I like to. I get so much out of it. It's hard to explain kind of, what's in your soul or your spirit, and you just feel like, this is the right place. And down here, no computer, no nothing. It's just me and my friends out here. We're doing cool things. So it's kind of it's a spiritual awakening for me. And again, I'm kind of into the Dalai Lama. I like Buddhism. I study religion a little bit, and I can see nature being so important. Native Americans value Mother Earth. That's how I've become. It's a long way from my upbringing. I grew up in public housing in the city, projects, no trees, no, just a lot of people screaming, yelling, loud. And now it's like, wow, Mother Nature's pretty cool. It is. I love when it rains out in here. It gets so quiet and peaceful.
You bring up nature. How do you feel working in this natural setting?
I kind of joke with some of the guys here. I said it's better than therapy. It really is. I don't go to therapy, I never have, but I can imagine, you pay somebody $100 or something to go sit and tell them that you're down in the dumps. For me, coming in here, I talk to the animals, I talk to the raptors, the owls, the hawks. I talk to them, and I have I feel like I have a relationship with them almost. It's just, it's the funniest thing.
It's like you're doing therapy with the animals.
Yeah, it is. I'm so zen-like. I come in, it's quiet.
Yeah.
The whole center is quiet, the whole vibe, the people that are visiting out in the trails, it's peaceful, quiet, friendly. Yeah. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful place, Just coming in here, as soon as I get off Forest Hill Boulevard and take the turn, and you start out, you go through the parks, the fields, the soccer fields, there's a little workout area when you come in, the way I come in anyway. And I just go by them. They're all the baseball fields. I go by them, and I see people playing baseball, and it's just, I'm getting more relaxed each 5 steps I take almost. And then when I get to the nature center, I'm completely calm. Like, this is just so beautiful. Yeah. I just feel blessed. I really do to have found this. And Roger's wife, who kind of got me started in this direction. Whenever I see her, I thank her. Because, I'm not going anywhere. As long as I'm here, I'm going to be here. Living here, I'm going to be volunteer here. And I'm not interested, I've thought of other parks. I don't want to go anywhere else now. I love it here. I love the people here. I love the whole setup. The visitors are wonderful. They're from around the world. I've met people from India, from the UK, Austria last week, and we kind of joking around, and Canada. And it's just so cool, along with all over America, And I, like I say, try to be ambassador, be nice. And last week I was doing something, and I think I was just sweeping around the town center, and a woman seen me there, and she said, "Thank you." And I said, "Yeah, I love doing it." She goes, "The park is so beautiful." And she thanked me, and she's just a visitor. And you just smile, and I think smiles are contagious. I really do. And you smile and be nice to somebody, it gets their defenses down if they're having a tough day, and it's like, wow, this is okay, So I try to push that along, just that contagious smile, be happy. So I'm here and happy.
Well, thank you so much, Ed. Thank you for everything you do, and thank you for chatting with me.
Yeah, you're welcome, Phoebe. And it's so nice to meet you, too.